All right, Kenman here, and this is not an arcane design. We are being sabotaged, overtaken by a case that contains not what it is. Wait, what? Huh? I don't know. This is from a pass around that I'm in. Fun group of knives I get to check out, enjoy, share with all of you, then pass along. This was just put in a alternate case. This is not an Arcane Designs. Let's see what it actually is. Bada boom! PF box gently on the floor. Petrified Fish. This is the Petrified Fish PF838C folding knife. Soak it in, check it out. What do we think? I have several Petrified Fish. Most of them have names. This one did not have a name, just called the number PF838C. What are we looking at here? Well, it's got a D2 steel. We have a G10 handle with a little carbon fiber insert right there. Nice contour and shape to it. This blade has a really cool kind of a stone wash kind of a finish to it. So it's got like a black, I don't know, PVD coating probably. And then they kind of stone wash it to give it that kind of chunky look. I dig this. It feels nice, looks nice. Petrified Fish is kind of more of a budget-friendly brand. This one with D2, I think, probably goes for around $35, $40 if you are checking this out recently after I upload this. Definitely a budget knife, but doesn't mean they're not good. This is a great large knife, a user knife. Someone wants something that they can really make some cuts and just beat on it without worrying about the cost too much. Petrified Fish might be for you. All right, let's break it down. Like I said, got the little insert with the carbon fiber, and then this G10 with a really nice set of contours, little curve to it. Then there's this relief cut right here, another little cut back there. Got a big lanyard hole for the Edyards lovers. G10 back spacer, not nested liners, gives it a little extra width. Basically, this is a flipper tab only, no access to flick it out or anything like that, no thumb studs. But that flipper, boom, that's pretty easy, pretty satisfying. Let's try to fail one. All right, so if you just do that push down, it might not open all the way, but if you give it a light switch, it should flip out. The detent could be a little bit tighter maybe, but it's not bad. If you get in there, it will flip out. It doesn't have enough weight behind the blade that it'll pretty much fire it out, no problem. There are a couple little jimps on there, but not much. That's like the smallest little stack of jimps ever. You know me, jimp them out to there and I'd be happy. Not really a choke up spot. That's kind of more of just a sharpening choil. So you're kind of tucked back behind here. That little groove, your hand does lock into there nicely. And it's big. I have a full-size hand. We got a lot of handle on the back. I can really spread out and still have plenty of grab. Those jimps feel nice. Too bad they should go to there. What do we think about this Petrified Fish? Who's got one? They are fun. So got the designer David's name right there. Says D2. And then 838 on that side, D2 on this side, PF, Petrified Fish on that captive pivot. I really like the surface finish on here. That is cool. What do you think about it? It's almost like it's got snowflakes on it or something. The G10 does have a nice little texture to it, even though it is contoured. You can kind of feel that. Flipper tab is definitely satisfying. Not really a big fidget factor type of a knife, but it's a large, no nonsense. You want to flip it out, have a nice big blade. You are behind it. Get all that cutting surface in there. Nice draw cuts. The tip is right in the center. This is a beefy kind of a user, which is what I think Petrified Fish really, a lot of the ones, I have 4 Petrified Fish knives. I actually like this one. I would consider adding this to the collection. Plus, they're not too expensive, so you're not really investing a whole lot to throw another knife into your stack, depending on what type of a collector or user you are. What are you? Comment below. You got a lot of knives, just a few knives, one that you carry every single day, or you have a rotation. I have a huge rotation of knives for sure. All right, so blade, solid. Why wouldn't it be? Centered pretty good. It actually looks like it's off to the right side just a little bit, but pretty much almost in the center right there. See from that angle there. I can dig it. This handle is beefy, and I like the contour, how it really tapers down on each side, gives you that nice feel in the hand. All right. Let's get some credentials on this bad boy. Woo! 8 3/4 end to end. Woo! She's big. 3 3/4 on the blade. You could say it's 4 if you go at that angle right there, even 4 1/4. But it's basically about a 3 3/4 inch blade, and we have 3. Wow. Well, it's 3 7/8 on the cutting surface. So you really could call this a 4-inch the way this goes in with this point right here. It kind of throws you off, but pretty much everything right there is about 4-inch. You could probably say that's. You probably would say that's a 4-inch blade. And a ever so slight curve on the belly. 5-inch on the handle. Definitely large. Looking for a budget-friendly, large user knife. No nonsense. This is one of them. 0.14. Oh, it gets wider right there. Okay, so 1.4 carries out to about right there, and then it cuts off, but you can see it's a little thin because of this relief cut right there, and then it gets a little wider right there and then back, although right back there is the same width as here. This is just a little relief cut on the back for some decorative kind of a look to it. I like that. I'm a fan. But it's pretty wide, pretty thick. 0.65 on the handle, 1.09 on the width that direction, 9.5 there, and thickest on the blade 117, and we flash forever. Battery will not give up. 5.86, definitely got some mass, got some weight to it. This is a large knife though. 5.86, I compare everything to the Kaiser Drop Bear 329. I have my Petrified Fish Beluga, probably my favorite Petrified Fish, similar beefy kind of a user, 5.12. So yeah, 5.86 on the PF 838C. Definitely a beast. Boom. Kaiser Drop Bear is the bug out killer, bug out size, pyrite size, great, not quite full size, user friendly, inch smaller on the front and the back on this Petrified Fish. So this is a big one. There you go. Pick up a Drop Bear if you want a nice, great, no nonsense user. This is the Petrified Fish Beluga. Nice little fuller action getting in there, flipping out. Got the front flipper as well. Real beefy boy. Petrified Fish makes some hogs. It's a little bit shorter on the handle. Blade looks like it's about the same size. The Beluga is definitely wide that direction. K110 on the blade on this one here. But that action, that flip out, very beefy in the hand. This is my favorite Petrified Fish. What is your favorite Petrified Fish? I do have several in the collection. We won't look at all those today, but I do enjoy them. They are not too expensive. Go give them a look. Maybe find something you like. I'll put a link down in the description for you there. This is not a brand new knife. I don't know how much it's been used, if it's been sharpened. We do paper cut tests. They're you know, fun to do on a brand new knife, but if it's been used a while, it might not reflect exactly what it is. Although, that is slicey. I'll give that a 8.5 to 9 all day. I mean, boom. No issues on that right there. I can dig it. What do we think? Petrified Fish, good stuff. Do you have any of them? Which one should I look at next? Comment below. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.